So we'll continue on with this model. Coming down from the head, we'll examine more of the neck and then into the lungs. So the first thing we'll talk about, and we'll use a few different models to point out, we have some bones and some cartilage that you need to know about. The bone that you need to know about is this horseshoe-shaped bone here. And this is the hyoid bone. On this model, it's the top bone. On this model, it's this large white bone. And then on this model, you'll see it just in here. That's the hyoid bone. While we're here on this model, we'll talk about the different areas of cartilage that you need to know about. First one is the thyroid cartilage. It's this big plate. Below the thyroid cartilage, I'll tilt it up, is this ring here, which is the cricoid cartilage. And of course, you have your trachea continuing down from there. But if we go around to the back of this model, these areas, it's called the arytenoid cartilage. Okay. On this model, you'll see, I'll bring it to another model, we have the thyroid cartilage here, the cricoid cartilage here, and again, if we go to the back side of this, number 4 that you see is the arytenoid cartilage, and then the trachea. Why don't we just cover what's on this model completely, then we can put this one aside. So again, as we discussed in previous models, there are some glands that you need to be able to identify. First one is the sublingual gland. And below the sublingual is the submandibular gland. In addition, if you go down lower, you'll see here is your thyroid gland. And then we'll just open this model up. And here's the inside of your trachea. And these would be the vocal folds right there. Oh, and then this is split. This is your epiglottis. This is right here, the structure. Okay, thanks for reminding me about that. Okay, so we'll put that model aside. And we'll put this model aside. So we're done. Okay. So again, on this model, we had the hyoid bone. Again, we'll identify thyroid cartilage and cricoid cartilage. Here's part of your thyroid gland. And the trachea continues down until we get to the lungs. And you'll see the first split of the trachea here and here are your primary bronchi. You're also going to need to identify that the right lung is divided into 3 lobes and the left lung is divided into 2 lobes. So on the right side, your right lung, you have the inferior lobe. This is the demarcation point right here on the model. Below that is the inferior lobe. Then I'm sorry, could we cross that out and start again on that? So this is the middle lobe here. If you look below here, so it's labeled C, from this line and down here, this is the inferior lobe of the right lung. And then from this demarcation point to this one, labeled B, is the middle lobe. And then from this line, right where my pointer is, and up, is the superior lobe of the right lung. So again, just to clarify that, lower or inferior lobe of the right lung, the middle lobe of the right lung, and the superior lobe of the right lung. Moving over to the left side, there are only 2 lobes, and again, the demarcation point is this line here. Anything below that is the inferior lobe of the left lung, and anything on top of that is the superior lobe of the left lung. And I think that wraps up these models.